Many years ago, in the year 2000, my mother had to stay in room 209 on the second floor of the hospital after her operation. Although the doctor was reluctant to put her in that room, it was the only available option. During the first night of my stay, to keep her company, strange things started to happen. The bathroom doorknob would spin as if someone were turning it with a screwdriver, and eventually, the door would pop open. The room's window also opened on its own, letting in a gust of wind that caused the door to open wide. However, no one was in the bathroom. On the second night, around 9:30 p.m., as we were getting ready for bed, we heard a baby crying from the bathroom. I went to check, but there was no one there. As I looked in the mirror, I saw the reflection of a child's face looking back at me, with bloodshot eyes. When I turned around, the face was gone, but I could still hear the child's laughter echoing throughout the room. The next morning, the doctor came to check on my mother, and I told him what had happened the previous night. I asked to be moved to another room, but the doctor was not shocked or surprised by my story. He said that he had experienced something similar while staying in that room himself. Once, while reading the Bible at around 10 p.m., the bathroom door creaked open and a group of people dressed in black with hoods floated in front of him. They carried a large black coffin and cross, and all of them were looking at him, some with faces, while others were faceless. The group ceased their chanting as the coffin opened, revealing a woman in white who jumped out. She had a mass of black hair covering her face, but her red eyes shone through the strands. Despite the eerie scene, the doctor remained courageous, reciting prayers from the Bible. Suddenly, the hooded figures and the woman in white marched through the window and flew away, leaving the doctor stunned, still holding the Bible. After leaving the room, the doctor sent a pregnant nurse to check on the patient's temperature. The nurse related similar stories from other patients who had occupied the room. One such account was of an old man who was hospitalized for bronchitis. His family members had gone to the cafeteria, leaving him alone. As he dozed off, the bathroom door swung open, revealing a couple dressed in dusty wedding attire. They held a red pillow and used it to strangle the unsuspecting old man. When his family returned, they found him dead with a pale complexion. In the 1990s, a pregnant nurse had an abortion in the bathroom of this very room. Afterward, she felt guilty and jumped out of the window. Her body was discovered in the parking lot the next morning. The hospital staff whispered amongst themselves that her spirit still haunts the hospital grounds. The child I saw yesterday was most likely the spirit of a miscarried child, jealous of never being born to live. How did you know? I asked the pregnant nurse. I made it up. She smiled and replied with a wink. As I left the room, I noticed a drop of blood running down her leg.